Yes, you can go ahead.
All right. Thanks everyone who are being part of this annual meet. I know you are all part of the SS Agile Gurus community in one form or the other, either in the form of WhatsApp groups or Telegram groups, where we have eventually scaled up over a period of time. So, just want to start with introducing ourselves. You know, uh, this is Sharath Satish. I've been into project management space for the past 17 years, more than 17 years. And I worked with good amount of companies in the present and in the past. Currently, I'm working with HDFC Ergo as an agile coach. And I have overall more than 9 years of experience into agile space, where I started working as a buddy scrum master. Eventually, I got grown as a senior scrum master. Then I worked in bits and pieces as an agile coach. Then I worked as a full-time agile coach. And I had little bit of hands into scaled agile framework also when I worked in one of the organizations. I do train internally. So far, I have trained more than 1,000 folks internally in the organizations. And coming to external trainings, recently, which I have started working on the external trainings, but not much into that space. But internally, I've been into trainings for a long time, right? So that's a little bit about me. And Satish, you quickly want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Satish. Have almost 16 plus years of experience and 7 to 8 years of experience in the agile space, and mostly towards the scaled agile implementation. That is what my specialization is. And as a SPC, a safe program consultant, I trained almost 1,600 folks within the organization, various scale agile certifications. That is as part of the internal organization perspective. And as part of the community, yes, we know, like part of various groups, we do a lot of open sessions and community activities and all those things. And currently I'm working towards my ICF PCC credentials.
Great.
That's a small brief intro about me.
Yeah, your certifications and your involvement in the community speaks about yourself, Satish. So usually, what we recommend people is based on the need of the hour, you plan your certifications accordingly, so that it will help you move up the ladder, right? That is what we advise people usually. So let's move forward. So today we have a little agenda which we want to share with you folks, because there are new folks who have joined our groups. There are folks who have been there since long time, both in our WhatsApp and Telegram groups, right? We have more than 10,000 people who are part of all these groups as of today, both active and passive. People used to be active at times and people are passive sometimes, depending on their schedule and all. So just want to start off with our journey, how it started in SS Agile Gurus. By the way, SS means Satish and Sharath. That's how we have built this group. I mean, that brand name. So initially, we were talking about, we have been part of different groups, and there used to be some vacuum which we both observed. Sorry, I got throat infection. Which we observed. And during 2021 mid of 2021, where we observed that people have been utilizing the growth, but still there is some vacuum with respect to how the information is shared, right? There is a lot of information that is floating around us, but people sometimes they know or they don't know, because we have different categories of people join the groups, right? People who don't know about agility at all. They are being pretty new to the groups, right? And people who have little bit understanding, but they don't know the practical experience. People who have little bit of experience, but still they want to explore at length, but they don't have that kind of mentoring or that kind of experience from their side. And there are experienced folks who join and want to share their thoughts with the community, right? So there are different levels of people who join and try to leverage the groups. So in that context, what we observed is, okay, information is floating around, it is scattered across, but not reaching the people in the right way, right? That's how we started our journey, having those WhatsApp groups in place, where we started sharing one extensive material, which you can see, agile materials, one Excel sheet, that's almost equal to 1,000 sharings in all groups, right? Why I claim that is, prepared by me and Satish. So we thought, what are the basic focus that people need to have when they are part of any organization or part of any groups or any interviews, if they want to prepare. So basically, we thought like people need to have basic understanding of Scrum or the scope, what are the role, different tools that we have in Scrum, then about agile coaching, then people need to have good amount of understanding on the transformations, right? Then about Kanban, Lean, then about DevOps, right? Then people mostly talk about uh, AWS, right? All those different areas which are covered across, but the information is scattered and people don't know which video or which blog I need to search so that I can get the immediate information and we can bank on that, right? And succeed ourselves. So that is where it triggered, and we started inputting all in that single Excel sheet where it really helps everyone, right? And that mammoth Excel sheet is still getting shared across the groups. Thanks to everyone. People have shared a lot of comments from this side that this Excel sheet is really being helpful for them and they are utilizing on a day-to-day basis. Having said that, that is only the start. That was the beginning in 2021 when we started this group. After that, we have shared a number of documents or a number of blogs or a number of things that we have available with us and which are in public domain. Just as a disclaimer, which are in public domain, we started sharing, right? Not only along with that, that's how it started. And when I was about to start these groups, I've also reached a couple of other people where they smoothly denied because of some XYZ reasons. But there is only one person who stood with me and said that, sir, let's go ahead. Let's execute our plan. That's how the engagement between me and Satish has started, and it has reached to a certain stage till date. So, on behalf of everyone and behalf of me, I want to thank Satish for being with me and going to be with me all the time. Right? Thanks, Satish, for that. And not only in terms of sharing the material and all, in terms of addressing people queries, you need to have patience. I don't know, people say that I have a good amount of patience in teaching, coaching, training, and addressing people queries, but I have observed double patience in Satish. It's not that because we are on this forum and we have everyone there, I'm posting about him. We need to really talk about some good qualities of a leader, right? So that's what I observed in him. Any group, he's involved in 20, 30 groups, patiently, every question answered by the people, he patiently answers with all the minute level details that he has. So that is the power of Satish. and good that he has been part of these groups. So that is how our journey went till date, and hope we are going to make are going to create a lot of difference in coming future, and we have a lot of plans for that. And a couple of initiatives we are going to call out in this group, in this session. And second thing is about Telegram and WhatsApp group updates, right? So nowadays, thanks to Telegram and WhatsApp, right? Really, otherwise you would not have in global groups in such a short span of time, right? It's too very, very difficult. So thanks to Telegram and WhatsApp. And there is good amount of information that we share in WhatsApp group and in Telegram group also at times. But because we are also working employees, right? And we have short period of time. So it is difficult for us to sync between both WhatsApp and Telegram to ensure everyone is getting those updates. So that is where we are calling out the volunteers. We called out, I think 1 month back, couple of people have turned up, but still, as part of the community, I request most of you people to come forward. Let's volunteer ourselves, right? And ensure that we create some difference in the life of everyone, right? So there is one QR code that you see on the right side of the screen. You can scan that QR code if you want to volunteer, or if you want to share some feedback. Please feel free to scan that QR code. Once you scan that, you will get a link for feedback. You have to click on that link. Then only that feedback survey will get open for you. Okay. So that is one area where we are looking for volunteers. And the next thing is with respect to speakers, right? I have seen a good amount of speakers who have projected themselves on large platforms. But as of today, we don't have any small platforms because we are starting it initially. We are just about 1 year about to have a long journey. So people also seek some small platforms where they can explore themselves as a very, very good speakers, right? So that is how we have started this Agile Gurus platform for speakers also. I think we all already had some 6 sessions, right, Satish? 5, 6 sessions, around five, six,
seven sessions.
7 sessions. So 7 sessions we already had, and when we called out for speakers, thanks to those 7 speakers on this platform, on behalf of this platform, they immediately accepted without any second thought. They immediately accepted and want to explore their capabilities over there, and the videos are also there in YouTube, handy with you folks. So I want everyone to utilize this platform. We are calling out in WhatsApp and Telegram groups. If anyone is interested, please come back to us and explore your potential. You can speak on any topic. There is no restriction, and 1 hour topic, anything that you can share your information with other groups, right? So Satish, you want to talk anything more on that speakers part?
Speakers part, we are good, Sharath. You covered all the topic.
Yeah. So please feel free to join our speakers group and explore yourself, where this is one platform which will give a very good exposure and will pave way for you to become a very good speaker also. And that information also will be shared along with the larger groups, right? So you'll get that traction, right? So let's utilize these groups. And with respect to the materials, what are the materials, training material? I can't say training materials, agile materials, right? What are the agile materials that we are sharing across in our groups or other groups? Those are almost taken from public only. Here and there, some documents which are shared from other groups might misfire, where people claiming that you have shared our private profile or private documents. Other than that, largely whatever that is there in the public domain, we are sharing only those materials. And we have a dedicated Telegram group for that, where we are sharing all those materials, and there are a good amount of folks who are already utilizing. So if you are not already part of those groups, please ensure you join there and leverage those materials. And along with the Excel sheet which we are sharing. See, in the Excel sheet which I have shared, let me showcase with you people for a minute. This is the Excel sheet which I have been talking about. If you're talking about the first one, like Krishnamurti Pammi videos, he himself has made around 20 to 30 videos on agile space with respect to different areas like estimations or capacity planning, or we can talk about what about Scrum. You can talk about
Sharath, we are still
Yeah.
seeing the PPT. I'm not sure about others.
Is
Yeah,
it?
we
Yes.
couldn't see the Excel sheet.
Yeah, Excel sheet is not visible.
How about now?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
let
yet.
me let me reshare. Let me stop sharing. Stop sharing. How about now?
Yes.
Yes, we can see.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So lots of people treat this as, from a layman's perspective, I'm saying, right? Lots of people treat this as one of the Excel sheet which they can utilize but they can utilize to 1,000% if they really look into it, right? Krishnamurthy Pammi himself has made 20 to 30 videos with respect to Agile, which I was talking about from various perspectives, right? Then Agile Digest, Neeladri Mahapatra, then Sunan Sharma, no need to talk about him, right? He has made extensively vast number of videos with respect to Agile trainings or with respect to DevOps or with respect to interviews, right? So all these, see, information is scattered around us, but some people know and some people don't know. This is just a repository which will help you to reach that, right? Then we have good amount of video links about Scrum, Kanban, PSM, right? Then about transformation, right? Then we have videos in DevOps, Agile coaching, of course, design a little lesser. Then scaled Agile, there are good amount of videos. So it's almost equal to 1,000 shares, and how you leverage, it's up to you, right? Just want to give a gist of it, of how we are trying to make impact in the lives of different people, right? So let me try to get back to my screen again. Right? Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, Sharath,
Yes.
the PPT, yeah, but
Right. So that is all about materials. So what usually we request you people also is to spend some time in these groups. If you have any valid material that you can share, maybe your small cheat sheet that might make difference in the life of other people, right? In terms of interview preparation or something else. They want to have some template with respect to retrospectives, and you share that template, a draft template. Probably that might help them to quickly kick off their retrospective using the term. Right? A small thing that you share will make a lot of difference. So please ensure you actively participate in the groups and share those materials. And another thing is with respect to the trainers information. Recently we have started, we have started floating long back with respect to authorized trainers that you have in place as of today. Of course, with respect to our collaboration with the trainers and terms, we have been publishing these trainers information. Absolutely, we don't have any kind of offside relation or anything with them, monetary or anything. We are absolutely publishing for the benefit of the community only. There is nothing more than that, right? So having said that, we are publishing those authorized trainers information like Nanda Lankapati or Kuti sir or Vijay Bandar or Suresh, or there are good amount of other trainers we have, right? So we have been publishing so that those are authorized trainers, and taking training from them, you have zero risk, right? You can go with your blind eyes, and whatever training that you want to choose, you can choose those. This is in the best interest of the community, because there are lots of things which I have heard in this past 1 year, where people blindly go to some person, who I'm not saying everyone, few people who attract them with demos or something else or whatever, giving a rosy picture. And when they exactly jump into the training, there is least information that they are getting. So these are the kind of offline calls which I got from most of the people, and they lost so much amount because of that. That's why I've been floating this awareness message also across all groups, like what you need to check if you want to go with a particular trainer, right? Today, LinkedIn is common, if you agree or not, even though if they don't have a paid account, at least they can have a free account, right? LinkedIn is also gives us a free account. Of course, if not LinkedIn, maybe some other profile, standard profile platform, where you can ask the basic information about the trainer's profile, right? And you can check how much experience he or she has in the past, any good testimonials or any good feedback. And there are good amount of 5 to 10 points which I've shared in that alert message. So this is in the best interest of the community. And that is how you can help yourself choose the right trainer. So don't fall yourself into the traps of false trainers and lose your money. This is one thing which I want to strongly call out each and everyone. I know here there are very few people joined, but if you scatter this information across, probably hundreds of people get saved from these kind of clutches, right? So that is one thing with respect to the trainings. Um, with respect to the meetups, this is our first annual meetup where we thought of sharing from a broader perspective with all the audience. And we are planning to have quarterly meetups also, which is in cards. So we'll plan accordingly and share invites with everyone. And the rest of the items, I want Satish to share from his perspective. Okay, Satish, you want to take it from here?
Sure. Thanks, Sharath. Thanks for sharing the details and setting the context. So a couple of folks reached out on the chat regarding the Telegram group, WhatsApp group. I shared the links. If in case you're not part of the groups, you can join. And the materials, also a couple of comments we got on the chat. So I shared a link of the Google Drive. Right now, it is only view only access to ensure it is not it is being used properly. So once we get streamline everything, we will share the access. We will share the access open to our group members. So until then, we can view the materials in the Google Drive and you can use it, or we will once again share it in the WhatsApp groups and the Telegram groups. Or we have a Agile materials Telegram group. I will share that link as well, where you can go back and take a look at the previously shared documents as well. Okay, that is about the materials and the groups perspective. So coming up to the PO Connect, the weekly PO Connect, Satish Wingulkar, we have one more excellent coach who is very well versed with the product and all the aspects. So he took the lead and he started the weekly Tuesday night 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. IST, weekly PO Connect. So last week we had one session already. So every Tuesday we will have the session. We will share the link on the WhatsApp and Telegram groups. Whoever is interested, you can take part in that discussion. Either you are already playing the role of product owner, product management, or you are planning to move into that role. Make use of that sessions. And again, these are all the open sessions which we are doing. So make use of that. Then the next planned activity is the weekly Scrum Master and Agile Coach Connect. We are still finalizing on the date and the time because of various other our day-to-day activities and other things coming up. Most probably we might be having it on the Thursday evenings. We will, once it is finalized, we will schedule and we will share the link and the details with the broader group. And external groups, whenever some external groups are coming up, we are again making sure the way how the trainer information is being cross-checked. We are making sure the external groups information is also cross-checked and making sure wherever we see it is a benefit for everyone, we are opening up the forum and we are making sure the details of the external groups are being shared. And if in case any of you feel any other technical groups, or it could be anything, right, which might be beneficial for the group members, yes, we can share it and you can reach out to Sharath or me and share the details. We can cross-check and we can share it with the broader audience. And job openings, still now, majority of the folks, we are focusing on the India perspective, but now as a global groups, we need to start sharing the job opportunities for outside countries as well. So we have many folks from US, UK, Canada, or Australia, or every other location. So start sharing the opportunities in the groups. That's how it will help someone or other in the group, or maybe we can share it across that will get benefit from someone or others.
Yeah, Satish, here I want to just add one more point. With respect to jobs, right, either you can post it directly if you have sources, or whoever has sources, please ask them to join the group so that they can start sharing those openings. This is one area where we want to explore more in the upcoming days. But for that, we need a strong network from other countries also, like say, for example, Canada or US or Australia or whatever countries they are from. So at least if we are able to get one volunteer, maybe we can talk to them and scatter our network where we can start getting those job posting from other countries also. Of course, LinkedIn and other platforms they are readily available, but there are few openings which people post textually in those platforms, right? Which are readily available, immediate kind of jobs or live openings. So those are the ones which we are unable to trace out. With respect to India, we are not saying we are 100% covering, but to whatever extent the information is available, we are trying to cover that, right? And in that also, jobs are something we cannot create, right? Those are something, the information that we get from other sources and publish here. And so with that context, if we take, information from other groups, the job information and post in our groups, don't think like, we are doing copycat information. Again, as I said, jobs are not those which we can't create. That needs to be collaborated and needs to be taken care. So that's the only thing I want to add. Satish, please go ahead.
Sure, thanks, sir. And recently, one small incident happened, like where we got about the job opportunities about like multiple companies, but the information is shared across the groups. There is no response, or there is no what do you say, the proper communication or the proper updates or proper way of channeling the opportunities. So that's where we are seeing some issue or challenge with getting the proper information, with making it connected to the required folks. So we never know how, when, where it works. So make sure to share as much of the job opportunities, and it helps someone or other. And we all know how the world is changing day by day. So we need to make sure we are open to help each other. And that's what the next point, volunteering is about. So yes, so be open to help each other. Uh, we are all started at step one some or other day. So we need to be as a mentor or as a guide or as a help to someone who is starting fresh or who is getting stuck in some or other way. So we are seeing that opening up, the many folks are opening up and helping each other, clarifying the doubts, questions, or any issues, challenges. Yes, we might need more. We are expecting more with the 10,000 folks across the different groups. We might need to step up a little bit more from the volunteering part as well. That's when it's not just Sharath and Satish driving the show. It is all of us coming together, working together. That is where we can make a difference in the world. And last but not least, sharing is caring. Yes, we repeated multiple times again, but last but not the least, once again repeating, mentioning it. Share what are the best practices, the standards, or what's working for you. Maybe you might have tried a new facilitation approach, it worked, and you might want to share. Yes, you can simply create a blog and share it, or a small post, or you can, if you want to have a session, open session where we can have a simulation of it. Yes, we are open to have the discussions. Let us know, we can have that conversation as well.
Yeah, thanks, Satish. Just want to add one more point here. Sharing is caring is one of the slogans which we have started with in 2021. That's how it has also created a good amount of impact in people, and that's how they started joining our groups and exactly leveraged our groups till date. But one I don't say it as a concern, but in terms of volunteering itself, which Satish has told, even though we have around 9,000, 10,000 plus people in different groups, the participation in terms of volunteering is not even 1%, and it's below 0.5%, right? If you say 1%, it's almost 100 people, and there are not even 100 people, not even 50 people also volunteering as of today. It's less than 0.5%, but that's okay. That's how people are busy in their lives. That is understood, but please take some time out of from your side and try to volunteer these things. That's why we have created this feedback form. In that also you have this volunteering option. If anyone wants to volunteer that, please click yes, so that we will reach out to you eventually and as part of our groups, so that we can take it on, right? That's what I want to call out. In fact, instead of saying call out, I will say shout out from my side, a big shout out, so that let's help each other as long as we are in these groups. Right. So with this, I think we have covered what is our how was our journey, and how is our journey going to be, and what are our plans in the upcoming future. And just want to hear more from you folks. I think we have around 10 more minutes. Satish, shall we open to the audience to share their thoughts,
Sure, Sharath. So before that,
comments?
just giving one link in the Zoom chat. As part of my ICF PCC credentials, I'm working on the career coach or the life coach.
Can I stop
specialization.
sharing?
Sure, Sharath. Yeah. So you can, any of you are need any guidance or any assistance or any, in case you stuck with any clarifications or questions as such, you can schedule a slot using the link. I will be providing it in the chat window now. And one thing is, like, when we say coaching, I won't be providing any answers. I can help you go towards the solution, but I won't be directly giving the answer. So you need to take the decision for what are the problem statement you are bringing up. Yes, feel free to schedule a slot and make sure you can get the benefit out of it. Okay, yes, that's it from our side. In case you want to anyone want to have anything, we are open for now before we start the next session.
Satish, Yoshindar here. Able to hear me now?
Yes, Sundar.
I got the tower. I got the thing. Everything set now. I'm sitting in car. I'm doing it.
Okay, good,
when you
good.
commit something, you got to do so. You got to do whatever it takes to deliver. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm happy now. Like, yeah. So that's as of now, rain is gone. So it is clear now. The tower is also seems good. Yeah.
Mhm.
So hopefully all good. So I'm not able to get the camera on because there is full dark here.
Sure. Mhm, mhm.
So I'm okay now. Yeah.
Cool,
Sure,
cool.
sure.
So Yoga Sundar is our next speaker at 7 p.m., right? But unfortunately, he got some emergency. Even though he's in emergency, he stood by our commitment and going to deliver in next few months. So thanks to Yoga Sundar. Just be patient for a few more minutes. We'll start your session. Yeah. Anyone wants to share their thoughts or advice, or anyone wants to give any new ideas, please go ahead.
Just one question. So the QR code, whatever is there, so how to scan it so that we can open it? I was trying to do it.
Okay, you have a generic scanner app, right? In Google Play Store or somewhere.
Okay.
You have to download that scanner and you have to scan with that. Then it will give you a pop-up a link on the screen. You have to click on the link.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can also go to your camera. Just scan it. It will also work.
But that doesn't work from our phone, right? What if we have image in the phone as well as we're trying to open cam and scan it from the same device?
You can try to open it as from the gallery. It might work. That's what
Can
is
you please
right?
share the?
Yes.
Can you please share the that QR code again?
Or Sharath, if you have the link handy, maybe you can share that as well in the chat.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Sure.
Yeah. Sure. And yes, so this is the schedule for today. Just to reiterate, we'll have our next session by 7. Starts at 7 o'clock. So before that, we will have a networking slot, or maybe you can, if you want to take a break for 15 minutes, yes, the floor is open. We will open the breakout rooms, or if you want to network among yourselves, you can, or we'll have in the main room open. We can have that conversation. Let's discuss among yourselves, and we can be back by 7 o'clock for the next session. And let me stop recording, and we will resume the recording once we start the 7 o'clock session.